Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This will go to both of you. Ms. Weichert, I'll begin with you. How would you characterize the relationship between federal unions and the administration today?
So the administration supports the right of the federal workers to organize, and we would like to have a productive dialogue on the items around the workforce of the 21st century that are critical both to the workers themselves, but also to the American people. I think the reality is there's a lot of partisan positioning that has made that difficult, but I would absolutely and genuinely say we believe that we need all of the people who care about good government and helping us deliver good government through the people in our workforce, that we invite those people to the table.
Okay, you kind of went around the issue. Mr. Pond, how would you characterize the relationship between federal unions and the administration?
I think they're not so good right now. I'm trying to build a relationship with the union since I am new to the position of OPM director. I'm wanting to meet with them, hear what they have to say about our ideas, make sure that there is an open dialogue so that they can help us and we can help them on the things that we agree on. There's not too much right now that we can agree on, but at least we're having the talks that we can disagree on. I think that's a good first step for us to do so that we can have some common understanding of what we can mutually work on. I look forward to making sure that we can change the next 40 years with employee groups.
Well, I do too. Let me go on with some further questions because you're correct, the relationship is not good. The unions are fighting the president on almost every one of his the issues right now that we're even discussing here today. So what are the challenges in trying to manage the relationship between unions and federal managers?
I think it's really because we've been in a system of government that has operated the ways in which it has for quite some time, layering on different types of bargaining agreements, layering on the different types of rules and regulations for due process. These things need to be taken a look at because it is very cumbersome. Managers that we visited around the country have said, the one thing that you need to do is make sure that you manage bad performers. And I hope everybody can agree we need to manage out bad performers, but the good performers, the people that have great skills, the people that are the civil service, I want to hold that up and make sure that they're held up in esteem.
Yeah, and it makes it very difficult to manage.
Absolutely.
One of the things that I've been particularly involved in the last few years is official time, where union workers don't even do the work that they were hired to do. They're working for the union and doing a host of things along those. And in all respect to Mr. Lynch a while ago, but the American people have a right to strike too. And it's their money is paying for many of these people on official time who are not even doing their job. And yet we don't have any opportunity to respond to that. Does the administration believe that this is in the taxpayers' best interest, Ms. Weichert?
So I think that is something that we would like all the people focused on government be focused first and foremost on mission, service, and stewardship. And that last piece is about how do we use the scarce resources in a fiscally difficult time to do the work that the American people brought all of us here to do.
That'd be a great idea to get back to that. Mr. Pond, what do you think? Is official time, according to the administration, in the best interest of the taxpayer?
Taxpayer-funded time, I think, needs to be taken a look at. We can't just write a report and say how much time is being used by each and every one of the agencies. We need to actively manage it. We need to shed some light on how it's being used or abused.
So the Department of Education came out with, they're making some pretty aggressive steps to try to address this. Is this something that could potentially spread to other agencies?
I think absolutely that people are looking at the stewardship angle, as you mentioned.
And a lot of them are frustrated.
A lot of us are frustrated too. A lot of people are frustrated. You hate to see your money go down the drain, and this is one of those areas. And I'm not opposed to people using official time, but number one, not on the backs of the taxpayers when they were hired to do something else.
They need to do their jobs.
Absolutely, they need to do their job. I appreciate it. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Gentleman from Georgia yields back. The gentleman from Maryland is recognized.
Upon you see official time.